Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. This is working. Okay, let's see. This is working. This is working. Great. So we can start. With the dailies. Check and win material. I mean, I have this check, but it's not really doing anything. What if I do this? That looks pretty good. Oh. I didn't even see that queen. Wait, is there a way to win off the rooks? Oh. Okay, I could do this and then this, but... I can also just do this. Then he will do this. Wait, how do I get a check? Oh wait, I can't even take this because of this rook. How do I get the king away from that rook? And I can't go there, like there's no line. Oh, what about this one? Fuck. Wait. Is it not a check at all? Don't tell me it's just something like this. Oh, it's the third option, huh? Ooh, I didn't see that. I for some reason tunneled so much on the two options that I didn't see the third one. The step back is pretty hard to make. Oh man, we are just going down now. I was so close to 2000. Okay, I can win the queen somehow, but how? I mean, surely it is moving my... I can win the rook, actually. I already lost my rook, so... the queen would be better. Can't block it either, so this is forced. No other pieces even developed. Oh, it's just this. Huh? Wait, what? Why is this wrong? Can't take it because he's in check. He can't block it either. He can't take it. He can't defend it. How is this wrong? He can't go this way. He has to go there. And then I can just do this. He can't take again. Then I can just take the queen. That's just even better. Holy shit. I mean, my move wasn't wrong. It was just even better. Fuck. Find a way to win a rook. One of those guys. That's crazy. Funny that it's not the queen that we want to take, huh? I mean, she has to go here, right? The rook, well, it has to be this, obviously. And now it's maybe this. And then this. No, I can't protect that square because of my rook. My bishop. Okay, that's good. Capture his queen. If you were up here, I could... actually not really. Not doing anything right. I mean, what else do we have? We just have a trade here. What about this? It's not doing a lot. I use somehow useful. Takes too long. What about this move? I was wondering maybe to pin the queen, but it would just be taken. Can attack the rook, but that seems kind of irrelevant. Could just move it one up. Then I could back and yeah. Could even just go there, attack my... Alright, he just could attack my bishop. It's actually defended. What about this move? Actually, what about this move? Fuck. It's the other way. Now I don't see it though. Oh. Wait, why did he have to... No, he has to take. Ah. Wait, how do I get the queen? Ah, yeah. Check. These are hard. Find a way to promote your pawn. Fuck is the situation? How does how did this happen? I see a sacrifice, but what about this move? Then wait. That's not that stupid. If I do this and he attacks like this. I can just move. He moves. I move. And if he takes, I just take it back. Oh, he could check me. And then take like... Nah, it still wouldn't work though. And what could he else... What else could he do? If he doesn't move... I could just do this, right? Wait, no, why is this wrong? How does he punish me? He has more pawns, so he's... I guess it's because he has the initiative, right? That's the issue. If I do this... I get the initiative. No, I don't get initiative, but I get a queen and he only has a rook. That was fucking bad today. I think I made 4 mistakes. Yeah, 4 mistakes. Horrendous. Oh god. Well, this only means it will get better the next days. Hopefully. Okay, it's just an early ninja. Is it just Lee? It is indeed just Lee. Ah, that's Asuma. Okay. Reanimated Asuma, by the way. What are you crying for? I'm the one who wants to cry. You're crying what? Ah, that's Karen, right? I think I had this a few times. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. That's Karui. Should have read it to the end. Your name is Genma. That's it already. Awesome. As always, Rosawa start. Okay, it's already... Oh, it's only one Haki type. That screams Shirahoshi, but the male. Hodi does not have any Haki, right? Oh, he also has no fruit. It's no bounty, though. Fujitora has Haki, right? Yeah. What's it? Soul fruit. Pecoms. He has both Hakis. Also, he appeared on Fishman. Wait, it has to be... Oh, it's the Logia, true. It has to be Punk Hazard. Karibo? You appeared on Sabaody, right? Also, you're Logia. Ah, return to Sabaody, okay. Oh, I've never seen this arc, by the way, in this list. Wait, who besides Monet appeared on Punk Hazard? Momonosuke. True. And he has no Haki. I thought he might have Emperors, but that makes sense. Sushi no Mi. Oh, is it like literally sushi? It's not Mr. One, right? No. Kaku, Lucky, I don't know. Press fruit. This doesn't help me at all. Who's pressing stuff? It's so stupid, by the way, that you just can't get the clues when you want them. Does it create a mandatory gravitational forces? Oh, it's again Fujitora. I somehow forget that this guy even exists. Even though I just guessed him. That's Robin. By the way, I just saw in the last episode that she got a hair remake. Really bold move. To change the character design back. Wait, I should know that. But I don't know that. Some evil maniacal laugh. It almost sounds female, but I guess it's a dude. I have no idea. I need the affiliation. Cross Guild. So it's either Buggy, Mihawk, Rock, or Mr. Free. Yeah, okay, that's a forgettable character. But it fits, yeah. No. Not a human. Newer than Ike. A male. I'm thinking of anybody from Smash Ultimate, but they are all humans, right? Ridley is older. Let's get Ridley anyway. Okay, it wasn't Ultimate. Smash 4, we have... It's all pretty new, like, yeah, Villagers selectable actually. I mean, Pac-Man, old. It is Smash. Oh, the Chulk. Wait, he's a human. Dark Pit. Don't know where I got this one from. I thought of Pit and then, or Palutena and Pit, and then I remembered Dark Pit existed. For whatever reason. That's just Pikachu? Pichu? Okay. I wonder if they have different ultimates actually. Spyra. Does he get the blonde hair if he absorbs Mishra? Ooh. Red backpack? Banjo? Yeah. That's just a hand. Zero suit. Oh wait, Zelda? No. Sheik? Peach? Daisy? We fit. I mean, she surely is also queen, right? Or princess. Wait, it's a double type. It's time for our boy Bulbasaur. It's not our boy Bulbasaur, it's our boy Geodude maybe? It's not our boy Geodude. Oh, how about... Nope. Oh yeah, it's not poison. Ooh. Black or purple? Are you a double type? You are, but you're poison again. Okay, it is purple. Purple. I'm thinking of psychic, but none of them are double types, right? Oh. Wait, but you're not purple. You're also not plant. You are just normal, right? Yes. Who has second typing psychic? We're only psychic. I mean, you are first type, second typing psychic. I would need to. I mean, I need a second type. I think it's purple. Think of purple Mons Ditto, not normal. But it's not only. It's not only purple. Let's try to get the types. How about flying? How about we have normal, we have flying, we have bug, we have poison, we have stone, we have rock, we have ground. How about, wait, did we have fighting? No. How about... If what? How about ice? Oh, it's Jinx again. Didn't we just have her a while ago? You look like a Morgan coughing. The brains of both heads communicate their feelings with telepathy. That's kinda cute. That has to be... Ah, god damn it. I thought it was a Raichu bait. Actually, I don't know how Raichu's tail looks. Oh, it's a long one. True. So I could have known. No. Okay, female marksman is right. About Ash. Wait, it's newer than Jinx, so it's like... I don't think you are... Wait, you are not ranged. Oh, I accidentally guessed it correctly. Without even seeing that it wasn't a ranged champion. It has to be Master... It's not Master Yi. It's Wukong. I just guessed Wuju, Wukong, because they sound similar. Ooh. Okay, lucky. I want to say I feels like I've seen this. Never mind, it's too passive. I've never seen this shit ever. That you are eating somebody that has Tahm Kench, yes. Elise? Eve? Uh-oh. Is it even a woman? Is it a monster? Whoops. I don't know why I thought this was a woman's head. Oh, that looks kinda cool though. I like the colors of the different wings. What are you though? You're not Mecha Kha'Zix. Are you just Odyssey Kha'Zix? Yeah. I get two different vibes. The color scheme tells me near replicant for some reason, but the assets don't look like that, I think. This gives me kind of farming vibes. I don't know a farming game which is so gray. So let's go with near replicant first. What the fuck am I looking at? It was neither 72 score. Is this the night sky but tilted to the, like the world is tilted for some reason? What is this game that flopped? Starfield? I guess it didn't flop, right? It just wasn't to expectations. Wait. I thought it was Hans, this is Hans title where Min Min is from, but it's PS4, PC, Xbox One, arcade even. Are you a beat 'em up? Don't tell me you are like Tekken 8. Who the fuck are you? Doesn't look like Street Fighter though. Is it? What was it called? King of the Arena or something? King of Fighters. Maybe it's this one. Was Dead or Alive? 6? This one got such low reviews? Okay, interesting. I think I've played Dead or Alive 5. I mean, it was a fighting game. Nothing special about it. But I'm also not like a fighting huge fighting game enthusiast, unless it's anime themed and an arena fight. 5,800. Let's go the Africa Gamble Botswana all the way down. It was not so low, but maybe it's more Congo. Is it just Togo? Nope. Is it Ethiopia? I think I wrote that wrong. It's closer. Is it Egypt? Nope. Is it Somalia? Is it South Sudan? Is it Uganda? Is it Rwanda? Is it Tanzania? Is it Kenya? Is it Mozambique? Is it Democratic Republic Congo? Yes. Uh-oh. It's you. What are you? Burundi? Yes. Ooh, somehow scrapped this out of my brain. Norway, Andorra. Wait, where the fuck was Andorra again? Is it Spain? So it's like, wait, do you touch Denmark? No. You have to go to Sweden, Germany, France. Okay, yeah, it's between France and Spain, I see. Oh, the people would be angry at this one. Wait, what did I just do? Wait, you are Norway, you are Denmark, yeah. Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Germany, France, Andorra, okay. Oh, I think I switched over for a second. Uh-oh. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Oh god. Are you Uzbekistan? Holy shit. Okay, today I'm scrapping some freaky ones out. Sort of seashells. What the fuck? Why am I thinking of the Soviet Union? So the upper part is red, but there is no white or yellow or green or blue below. So it has to be like black? Is it like Trini? No. Is it Angola? Yes, it is. Did it completely dodge the yellow? That's crazy. Nice. Now we have word blank foundation lib world verb maroon blush primer ground noir adjective pants bronzer rouge or rogue stand. Okay, a lot of words I don't know. Let's start with a word. A green color. I don't get this part. So it's either the color green or vertical. Blanc is white for wise, right? Wait, what did I just say? It's French for white. Is it just French words? Fuck, all we have Maron, right? Well, nah, of course. It has to be this one. Okay. Yeah, French colors. Okay, so you mean vertical, I guess? Is this the abbreviation for liberal? Yeah. Or to orchestrate, okay. Emasculate, interesting. But I don't see a connection. What does adjective mean? Okay. What does... Oh, is it like adjective? Because adjective is not a word, right? So it's adjective, verbal, liberal. Vertical. Adverb, adlib, adverb, adjective. Well, it goes both ways, right? Just not for every word. What's the last one? Blush word primer bronzer. What's a bronzer? Oh, okay, it's makeup. Ah, wait, that's also makeup. This is also makeup? And foundation is also makeup. And you are word ground stand pants? I mean, this one is all kind of ground related, I guess, but what the fuck are the pants doing there? Underwords. Underpants, understand, underground, underworld. It's the same like this, just written differently. That's fucked up. You can't do this. Okay, next one. +1, +6. Okay, lucky. Lucky me. How about a minus here? And how... Oh, wait. Nope, this won't do it. We can't go to 100. So how about a multiplication? We want to get 90, so how about... it's a 1 somewhere though. How can I get 9? Can I get it with 15? 15 times 6 maybe? Holy snipes. And last but definitely least, our nemesis. Okay, it's Earth. Planets. Okay. Do we just call every planet now? Did I forget one? We have Mercury, we have Venus. We have Earth. We have Mars. We have Jupiter. We have Saturn. We have Uranus. Neptune. Is this a planet? I don't remember. Okay, planet. Howard star. Giant. Cosmos, Sun, Moon, Gravity, Rocket, Astronaut. Saturn's still closest. Milky Way. Asteroid, comet, shoot, flame, explosion, big bang, boom. Satellite, machine, wave, ray, uranium. Okay, why is satellite closer than Saturn? It's literally just one closer than Saturn. Am I missing something obvious related to space travel? NASA. A dwarf, a black hole, a wormhole, physics, chemistry, biology, religion, sports, art, music, politics, geography, history, language, math, computer game, movie. Sport is pretty high for some reason. It's not rocket related though, right? Has it something to do with gravity? An airplane, bird, animal, fauna, flora, human, idea, plant, food, think, feel, war, satellite, steel, aluminium. Metal. Problem is I don't know how a satellite really works and what they do. Okay, waves I guessed. Rays I guessed. Kino der Toten, Thunder Gun. Thunder, Zombie. Load. Shoot, we had weapon. I'm still really far away. I feel like the planet stuff is kind of like a red herring. How about the sport stuff? Ball, tennis, football. Okay. Can't be ice hockey, hockey, basketball, basketball, running, Olympics, Greece, Latin, ancient, the moon landing, Maya, oh, Maya. How about colors? Red, blue, yellow, green, orange, purple, gray, black, white, brown. My mouse just moved on her own. That was scary. Hype. Motivation. Feels like I'm still missing like the topic even, because all the planet stuff is not getting me closer. Planetarium. Planetarium. Telescope. Lens. Light. Dark. Atom. Camera, scope, photo. Okay, light reflection, mirror, mirror glass, mirror picture, observation, experiment, light, eye, organ, mirror. We did have reflection already, right? Reflection. Copy. Okay, it's something with microscope, but biology would be closer. Night. Night sky. Sky, cloud, star shower, mirror, lens. It have observed, right? Observation I had to think. It's like a technical, like for how you can reflect light or something. Reflection. Speed. Photo. Shoot. Moment. Time. Elapse. Panorama. Okay, we'll get one hint, and if it doesn't help me out. Map? Navigation? Navigate? Compass? I see. I think they were trying to get me to gravity. North, south. Come on, pole. west, east. They are all not closed for compass. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Well, we got there with a hint. I don't agree with mirror. I don't agree with... okay, there are light compasses, right? Mirror I don't get though. Telescope. To be honest, I don't agree with telescope either. You use them both together, right? Like a pirate. Okay. Satellite for navigation, I guess. The planets, they all have gravity. Yeah, I don't know about this one. This was kind of scuffed. But we don't have to care. We will now continue of the development part. Okay, let's see. What did I want to do? We do have some new deliveries that I want to implement. Namely, a new character. Which I already teased in a previous stream. But have not shown yet because I didn't have the assets yet. Which I can now show you all. I guess I just create an empty let's just put him anywhere. The fuck is this? Oh, I see. One of the devs is working on the shop. I lost him again. Okay, let's add the sprite component. Sprite to the sprite. Am I stupid? Is it not called 2D sprite? What is it called? Sprite renderer. Whoops. I knew that. Let's get one in there. He looks awesome. And now he gets an animator. Just idle. That's not his name, by the way, but it's easier to remember. Some of you who have seen the previous streams know who this character is supposed to be, or you will see it later anyway. I didn't create a folder yet for him. Let's do this real quick. Perfect. Now sprite sheets. Okay, awesome. Luckily enough, this guy doesn't need anything but the idle for now. We'll play it on 20. Let's just see how it looks like. That's too fast. How about 30? Still a bit too fast for my feeling. How about 45? It seems almost a bit too slow. But let's see 60 as a comparison. Yeah, I like that one. Even though it looks a bit... what you call it? Not so smooth. Oh, these feel too fast compared to the other ones. Maybe it really is the 61. You know what? Let's keep it. I somehow like it. It matches his size. Now. If some portraits we also can add already. I told you how I would like this one but laughing. So we got this one but laughing. It's a bit different, but it's doing what I wanted. Now we have... where the fuck is Bellrock? Ah, yeah. Bellrock. Got the two happy ones. And now we got the new one. Jester. These are all for now, but you will get one more. And these are all the portraits for now, the new ones. We got one more. Animation for my boy also. Idle neutral, let's go it like this. Oh, he's just kinda sedge. No, what, let's rename them. Also, actually that's not my scene. But they should be. We shouldn't use those names anymore. We are dead naming them. That sounded a bit over the top. Also, idle, neutral. Okay, let's see. I think this one should actually be slow. Maybe even slower. Let's see how far we can go. Actually like that one. That might be even better. Yeah, I think I like this. Okay, next one is can idle. Can wait, I don't have to name it. Can idle neutral. Let's go here. Can idle neutral. Let's just go to 1 minute again. I think that fits pretty well already. Yeah. Did I say 1 minute? I mean 60 frames. Oh, yeah, we have 2 new attacks for our hero. Fuck, where did he go? There. Okay, first create folder, splash, absorb. And we call it, oh, wrong folder. Hero absorb. Should be rather quick. Let's see how this looks. Let's put it on 60. Doesn't have to be that quick. Okay, it doesn't have to be that slow. Yeah, I think that works. It's this one. And shit. Didn't want to create you inside this one, just somewhere here. And now we have release. Same game. Hero underscore release. Don't think we need the last frame. Did we have like 45? Maybe even longer. Yeah, I like that one. There will obviously be an effect. Works. And these are all the new assets we have for now. We will get one more. But I will just add this one more portrait. I will just add it and that will be it. Okay, cool. Let me push those changes real quick. Save everything. Edit new. New animations. Oh shit, we had a push. Shouldn't contradict though, I think. Let me check something real quick. Okay, nothing to hide. Want my dev that I changed the names of the two units, and we should try to name them now after the same convention and not keep two generic names. Okay, and now we get to the part I teased yesterday. We're doing, or I also teased kinda with my title. We're getting to the research part, which means I'm looking at all the Pokemon attacks that exist and take the stuff that I think is interesting and I would also like in my game. Just like the move. Acupressure sharply raises a random stat. Random main stat increase 100%. Placeholder. The main stats boost to rank stats boost plus X. We said it's flat, right? Plus X. I guess it's just plus X because it's random, right? Oh shit, has the increase to be to has the increase be to be random as well. I mean, it's the points. It's not the flat value. Yeah. level points. Plus low level points. Nice. Now let's go through the next ones. I think I can show these. Nothing to hide here. Right, I already looked at those. Accuracy, sharpshooter, is a random set. Accuracy ignores accuracy and evasiveness. Okay, when is this interesting? This interesting if either your accuracy is really low through debuffs, or if the enemy for some reason has some buff which makes him less likely to hit, but we don't have evasiveness as a stat. We only have accuracy. So the only case where this would be interesting is when you have an accuracy debuff and you can't remove it and you don't want to wait for it. It could be interesting if it's some kind of, yeah, you have 99 turns accuracy debuff, basically for the whole fight. And this attack is kind of like a 100% hit. I think it's reasonable to have such an attack. How about 100% accuracy move play attack placeholder? That sounds wrong though, because accuracy is a stat. 100% hit chance. Okay, let's go out like this. Let's have like guaranteed to hit enemy. That's rare. I've never written something like this, I think. I always have some kind of stat, I think. Although I feel like I did have something. I thought, but let's keep it like this. This is also a really specific case, like this attack. There's nothing really that you can change on this one besides the target, amount, the damage, the type, and the element. High critical hit ratio, we have this, kills target priority in the next turn. Interesting. This is kind of like a buff, but a speed buff is kind of doing the same. I don't think that's, I mean, it is somewhere interesting, but I don't think we need this if you have speed manipulation. Sharply raises user speed, it's like self speed. You have this high critical hit ratio, you have this, may cause flinching. Flinching is basically like a one turn freeze, so we don't need that. Like a chance to one turn freeze. I looked into the Z moves, I don't get them, so we can ignore those. Nothing. Actually interesting how every attack until this one had something at least. The switches with opposite teammate. What? User switches with opposite teammate? Like the Pokemon? That sounds broken. Oh, with its teammate. Okay. Oh, yeah, there are more than double battles. I thought you were switching places with your opponent. That sounded completely ridiculous. Shark uses special defense. We have this. The user entangles the target with its anchor chain while attacking. The target becomes unable to flee. Well, in Pokemon, there is the mechanic that you can catch Pokemon which you don't have. So there's the possibility of opponents being able to flee. The issue with my game is that, I mean, technically they could flee in action combat. You would have like a Dark Souls situation with those lizards or Demon Souls. I don't know if they exist in Dark Souls actually, where you have to be fast and run after them before they despawn. I guess it's actually not that uninteresting. Because an enemy that flees would be an interesting mechanic. I mean, the player itself can flee, and there will definitely be stuff that you can't flee. So something like can't flee. Is this a debuff? Is this a... Yeah, that's a debuff. This should have a turn counter. 100% chance. Oh, I forgot a placeholder. Why did I call it chance? Placeholder. What could I call it? Change? I don't think I have this. I have sealed, but not chained. Let's do chained. It's also added to, although it will be difficult to show this in an icon. How the fuck did I set this up? Like this, I see. Turn-based combat. Oh. Thanks for the follow. Mule Place? Hey, what's up? Hope I pronounce it correctly. I'm right now thinking of some turn-based attacks for my game. if you're wondering. So what are you doing? Yeah, I'm working on my game right now, thinking of attacks. I'm a designer. I have devs that help me write the code, but I'm only designing and building the game together. I also have artists that help me. With the assets. I tried coding. What was it, like 6 years ago, I think, but it wasn't fun. I really could get into it. So I stuck to design. Nice, I'm a full stack web dev. That's always nice to be able to code on your own. Ah, shit, wrong one. I can show you the game in a second. So you might be wondering, I have to close all these. Okay, you might be wondering, why am I working on turn-based attacks when this game is obviously like a Metroidvania game? The reason is you can play it both ways, however you want. You can go into turn-based, or you can play the game completely in action mode, and that's kind of like the catch. So that's why I'm currently thinking of all the different kinds of attacks. And right now I'm documenting a new attack type I thought of by looking at Pokemon attacks, because they are pretty similar to my game system. I want to be game dev but end up becoming a website developer. I mean, you can always become a game dev. I wouldn't think of it as you have to make it your career, right? If you want to make it your career, that's a different thing. That's pretty difficult, I would say. I myself started wanting it to become a career, but the industry is pretty hard. I did work in a few companies, but nothing really sticked at the end. And now I'm just working on my own game, hoping that it works out. But just being a game designer, like working on a game, if that's what you like, you can always do it, right? You can just work on it in your free time. That shouldn't be a problem, because designing, everybody who plays games can design. I believe in that really strongly. You just have to look at the games you like, look at the stuff you don't like, even in the games you like, and then just kind of mesh all the stuff together to an experience you want other players to have. Yeah, I agree with you. So yeah, just if you are really interested in creating a game, look up some tutorials. If maybe you already have something where you know you can start. I guess the first thing would be your engine. There's various engines you can choose from based on the game you want to do. If you want to do like a 3D game, I would advise working in Unreal. For 2D games, either Unity or something like what was the other one? Game Maker Studios, I think. I'm a developer, and when I showed my website to my designer friend, he was shocked. In what way shocked? Like positively shocked or negatively shocked? I hope the good one. He liked my UI. Yeah, that's already great, right? UI is really unappreciated. I feel like it is its own job and expertise, but a lot of people don't really appreciate it. Right, I wanted to create a can't flee attack, yes. You're an anime fan too, that's amazing, yes. As you can see on my backgrounds and everything, and obviously my profile picture. That's my second, actually, maybe it's even my first biggest passion. Like, if I could, I would definitely like to write a manga or something at some point. But it's definitely up there with gaming. So yeah, I'm up to talk about anything. You want to share something with me? Unless you haven't watched a lot of anime, but in the BG I can see L, one of my favorites. You sure you're not? Confusing somebody? I mean, I also like Death Note, but I don't have L in my background. If you're talking about Death Note, I'm just assuming you're talking about Death Note. Yeah, I've watched IoT Death Note, the Villain Saga. That's a very, very adult combination, I would say. But Death Note is definitely my top 10. What? I am 21, bro. 21 is adult, right? What I mean is, like, all of these three shows aren't designed like for younger audiences. Like, obviously younger audiences also can find these cool, but they definitely have a lot of serious topics. That's what I mean. Okay, got it. Yeah, no disrespect or anything. That's not what I meant. I mean, like, it's not like Naruto and One Piece and, I don't know, Bleach, Fairy Tail, like, which are specifically battle themed shonen for teens. I started Bleach yesterday. Oh, you have a lot in front of you. If you have never seen, yeah, you haven't told me you haven't seen that much, right? I mean, Bleach is in my top 10, but I can see how all the filler stuff and so on can be really turning some people off. So maybe it's okay for you. Maybe you like it. If you don't, I would give it a try without the fillers. And if you then still don't like it, then yeah, it's not for you. But I think I really liked its character Eisen. I saw him in a reel. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, Eisen is an aura farmer. And I don't mean this in a bad way. Like, he is a cool character. But it's sad you'd already know the twists, like, with Eisen then. I assume. I hope I didn't spoil anything. But it's a bit like the whole Darth Vader twist, right? It's all everybody already knows who Eisen is and who Vader is and so on. I assume. Uh-oh. Actually, I have some friends and they are like addicted to anime. I mean, it is a pretty cool thing, right? Can get addicted to a lot of stuff. Even it can be addicted to gaming, to shows, to anything. If you ask the right people, I guess some would also say I'm addicted to anime and gaming. Depending how you, what you call addicted, how you define addicted. One of my friends has watched more than 150 animes, also I feel like that he knows everyone. 150, let me think. How many have I seen? Well, I guess your friend is in a similar age range like you, right? I'm probably a bit older. If I would have to guess, I would say I also have seen around 200 maybe. I don't have an exact number. Actually, wait, I think I can somehow see my exact number. Oh, okay, yeah, I have seen 347. Well, then I guess maybe I'm also addicted. I have a lot of animes to watch. I'm watching Tokyo Ghoul, Classroom of Elite. Tokyo Ghoul is mixed. Have you? I assume you don't read manga, or you don't want to read manga, or maybe you want but haven't done it yet. I haven't read the Tokyo Ghoul manga, but a lot of people say that you should read the manga instead of watching the show, because the show also changed some stuff, which is also always problematic if it's not according to the source. Classroom of the Elite is cool. It's a neat watch, I would say. I'm also watching the current season right now. Thinking if you watched... I missed what you said. Can you repeat? About Tokyo Ghoul, I said a lot of people who have read the manga said that the manga is better than the show, than the anime. Because the anime is not following the manga 100%. So, depending on how you want to experience it, it might be better to read the manga first or something like this. I didn't read the manga, I only watched the anime. I think the first season is fine, but after that it kind of gets definitely worse. I don't think it's that bad, but I didn't read the manga, so I can understand if people who read it say that it's really not good. It also didn't get great ratings after the first season, as far as I'm aware. I'm thinking about... Bro, I can't read manga, it's so time-consuming. I have a job in university. That's funny, because I feel it's the other way around. I feel like manga takes less time, because you have to think... One episode is 20 minutes, right? In 20 minutes... Oh wait, let me rephrase it. One episode is 20 minutes, and one episode usually, depends on the show, is like 1 to maybe 4 chapters, maybe 3. And in 20 minutes, I think you can easily, again, depends on the show, you can easily read 6 to 7, maybe 8 chapters. Like, if you read really fast, maybe even more. Maybe I'm all over exaggerating though. There are really long mangas with really long chapters where you definitely can only read a few per 20 minutes. Maybe even only 1 or 2. But I would definitely debate that reading is actually faster than watching. Oh, actually, I never tried. I thought manga are too big. I mean, they are mostly pictures, like, right? You can imagine them like comics. I mean, yeah, that's the first, what we call it, volume of Barakamon, and you can just kinda see that it's actually pretty quick to read. Like, there's not really a lot of words. And this one, just this one book, I would say is probably even more than 1 episode. It's probably more like 2 or 3 episodes. So it's the other way around. The first episode didn't even... Yeah, the first episode didn't even have a full volume. But you have to differentiate between volumes and chapters. True, I forgot about this. This one is... What is it? 4 chapters? 7 chapters. So I think this is one, like, 2 to 3 episodes, like this book. And you can read this in half an hour, maybe. So yeah, I would give it a try. But I know a lot of people who don't like it. Like, I myself also prefer anime. Just because of the color and the music and the voice acting and the movement, especially like an action sequences, does a lot for me. But I totally can see people who prefer reading it because that's the source material, right? This is the original story. In anime, they have to change some stuff often. Like in Tokyo Ghoul, for example, they changed the complete second season. It's completely different than the original story. Not completely, but pretty different. I think this one should always be 100%. But I also see, obviously, if you have a job and university, there's not a lot of time. But it's crazy, university ends a job. That's a lot. Your top 10 animes. I know it's actually hard to rank. It's not that hard. Like to rank them, yeah. But just naming them is not that hard for me. Let me see real quick. Number 1 would be the one I just showed you. Rakamon. But that's really personal, like I don't think it's the favorite of a lot of people. Just a nice comedy slice of life. That is very personal to me. Then, I mean, it's literally behind my back. What is this about? Rakamon is, so this guy is, what do you call those artists with the brushes? What the name? Calligraphy. A calligraphist? Let me search real quick how you call those. A calligraphist, yeah, calligrapher. And it's a super stupid beginning story. He's a calligraphist, and there is like a show where his artworks get ranked by jury, and one of the jurors really doesn't like his artwork and gives him like some feedback that he didn't appreciate, and then he punched the guy, which obviously you can't do. You just can't punch somebody for something like this. And as a punishment, he got sent to an island where he has to kind of think about his actions. And there he learns, like he's a city kid, and on the island he learns to kind of think about his life, like his motivation, why he's doing what he's doing, what his goals in life are. Like it's a really, is it philosophical? Kinda. A really, yeah, kind of philosophical show about motivation, goals in your life, and so on. About who you are, who you want to be. And a lot of comedy. Like he learns it by interacting with all the people in the village, and there is different scenes. Also, this is like Vinland Saga, but it's not with any battling or anything like this. I think Vinland Saga is even more philosophical. This one is more based on comedy, like definitely. This one is just fun, like really lighthearted. Means this anime has a purpose. It has one for me. I can see like somebody reads this and kind of is like whatever, but I can, like for me, when I read it, it changed my life definitely. It's like my view on the world, so that's why it's my perfect, my number 1. But I think everybody has to just experience this on their own. I also read it in a time of my life where I was also really... I will definitely watch it. I really like this kind of things. But don't expect it to be a Vinland Saga. It's a really different tone. Like, as I said, Vinland Saga's really... what you call it? Dark, I would say. Like, with all the fighting especially. This one is really, really upbeat. But I would agree that they are similar, like, go in a similar direction about thinking about yourself and stuff like this. Then the next one I already showed you. I mean, I guess everybody already heard from Naruto, but this one is just, I grew up with it. I saw it my whole life, basically, like over 10 years probably. And still consume the media, like the media. Naruto ugliest anime? Do you mean ugliest? Then I wouldn't agree, but yeah, I guess don't have to... Oh, OG, okay. I thought you were dissing it. Yeah, together with One Piece probably. And with Bleach and Dragon Ball, like the big three, right? Dragon Ball being the oldest one of the four. Or like the grandfather of the four. Yeah, this one I just liked the most back then, still like it the most. Okay, now ranking will be difficult because I don't know. I would just throw... Like, these are not ranked anymore, these are just like my top 10. We already had Bleach. You are watching this right now. I also really like that one. Even maybe a bit more serious than Naruto, although Naruto also gets pretty serious at the end. I really like My Hero Academia. I think this one, similar to Naruto and Bleach, they just hit this battle theme that I really like. I like battle anime and action anime. And I think it's one of maybe the coolest power system, like with the quirks they have and how they fight and so on. It's really, really, what you call it? Unique. And it also inspired myself a lot for my own ideas for an own potential manga. Then we have Chainsaw Man. This one is also very much for adults. It's... Oh wait, I didn't explain what My Hero even is about. My Hero is about a world where everybody has, or almost everybody has, different kinds of powers. Quirks, they are called. Like superheroes, you can imagine. And there's a school where you can kind of get taught to be a hero, like to save people and so on. And the main character is a guy who at the beginning doesn't have any powers, but then gets a really strong power. And then you kind of follow him through the whole series. I know this anime Chainsaw Man. Well, okay, then Chainsaw Man. I guess I don't have to explain to you what it's about. I really like this one. I also read the manga. I didn't like the ending so much, but everything else I think was really great. I think it's a really either you like it or you hate it kind of thing. I like the craziness, so this one was right up my taste. Then we had Death Note. We already watched this one. This is definitely in my top 10. Then one that probably a lot of people wouldn't see on their top 10 is Grand Blue. This one is just super stupid. Like, it's a bunch of people who are in a diving club, but they are in the university age, and they are basically all just like partying, drinking, and obviously diving, but it's just super silly, super over-the-top humor with a lot of gags and so on, as you can see. And it's just it's the funniest one, and I really like comedy, so that's why this one is also my top 10. Oh, your internet is not coming up? Okay, just tell me when you missed something or you want to catch up somewhere. Or you need some... I need to repeat something or something like this. Although, hard to say, right? Okay, go ahead. Okay, perfect. Next one, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mean, this one is also an OG. For me, it's like the first two animes you see when you start watching anime outside like of something like Naruto or something like this is Death Note and or Full Metal Alchemist. I think it's just a really, really solid, as solid that I have it in my top 10 of the essence of a shonen, like something like Naruto or Bleach or My Hero, but in a really short, condensed story, and also really, it's not super serious, but it definitely also is touching some more serious topics. So I think if you don't like the silliness of some of the others, like One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball or something, I think this one could be something. Which, like, it's my favorite. It's not my top 10. The problem I have with AOT is I don't like the ending. And I do like the action of it. And in the middle there are some really cool parts, like Levi obviously is like super cool character. But I also don't like how it started, like at the beginning where they show how brutal Titans are, and Aaron's mother gets eaten in front of his eyes. This kind of is really cheap shock value for me. I don't really like if you start a show like this, because it's just like, oh, I'm gonna shock you to get as much of an emotional reaction of you as possible. Actually, I was watching Full Metal, I dropped this on 5th episode, I will continue this. Yeah, I have this rule that I don't drop anything, no matter what, because most of the animes are really short anyway, like 12 episodes or something, so it doesn't really hurt that much. Because I want to give an honest opinion on everything I watch. And even if I don't dislike something, at the end I can say what I didn't like, and I can get something out of it. For normal people, I would say if you don't like it after 5 episodes, I would also drop it, I think. In your position. But if you still are interested, yeah, then give it a go. I think in episode 6 actually something happens pretty drastically that a lot of people remember from the show. Then Jujutsu Kaisen, you probably also heard of this one. Probably the most hyped, hyped, I guess is the best word, fighting shonen of the last years. I think it has a lot of, not a lot of issues, it has some issues. The ending, one of it again. But all in over, it's just super cool. Like, character design awesome, battle design awesome, like really, again, more for an adult audience, I would say. but also watchable for younger people. I really like the whole vibe of the show. I really like the characters. Yuji is my favorite main character of any series. Sukuna is an awesome villain. In general, really great characters. So also always recommend this one. And then finally we have ReZero. I think ReZero is the best isekai that I know, or that I have seen at least. Like, the idea is that this guy got transported in a fantasy world, like he's a normal human living his life, and then suddenly he got transported into this fantasy world, and he restarts every time when he dies. Like, he lives and at some point he dies, like he gets killed or something, and then he restarts at a certain checkpoint, like in a video game, and he basically has to go through his life until he kind of clears whatever obstacle he has, like somebody is always about to kill him or his friends and so on. And the concept alone already is really, really good, but I also really like all the characters in the show. That's why this one is in my top 10. But I can definitely see how it's fantasy, it's not for everybody. How this one can be a turn off. Have you seen Hunter x Hunter? Yes. It's great. I'm reading the manga when there are new chapters, which is really rarely. But it's not a 10 out of 10 for me. The issue that I have with Hunter x Hunter is it has really, really great arcs, like, which are super strong. Like, I really like the first arc, I really like the Phantom Troop arc and so on. And the end arc, which most people would say is the best, is as well really strong, but it also has really phases that drag out a lot. Like, it can become really boring sometimes. And I think that's its biggest weak point, that it kinda has some pacing issues, which is also my issue with One Piece, that it can become really, really dry. Berserk I haven't seen or read. I only know that it's really brutal, and maybe even one of the most brutal big ones, I guess you'd call them. But yeah, that's kind of my overview of my favorites. But if you liked Vinland Saga, maybe Berserk also something for you. But I haven't seen it, so it's just like a feeling. But I think Berserk is more on the gore and brutal side, and Vinland Saga is more on the philosophical side. Oh wait, this attack is actually good. Or this effect. But yeah, as you said, when you are just at your beginning, try different stuff out. Like, everybody has its own journey. There are a lot of really short animes that you can kind of watch in 2 or 3 days, and you will kind of find what genres you will like, I think. Like, you are dropping some really long ones already, like Hunter x Hunter. I think Berserk is also pretty long. Oh, you forget Demon Slayer, it was so hyped in the country that its movie was released in cinemas. The movie was released all around the world in cinemas. It's the most successful Japanese movie of all time. The first one. I'm not sure how. I think the second one actually is even higher. Demon Slayer is great. It's not in my top 10. It's really good, but I also feel like it has some issues. Although they are not that big. I just think this first season is a bit boring. Second season is awesome. This is a straight out 10 out of 10. I think the problem for me with Demon Slayer is it's a bit overhyped. Like, I think it's really great, but I kinda am like, hey, okay, it's not that great. Just great animation and so on. Story is cool, but yeah, that's it. People like it because of its animation. Yeah, the animation is great. That's super strong, but as I said, you can have crazy good animations, and the characters are cool, but the overall story is just like, I don't know. It's not good enough for me to be in my top 10. I think the main issue for me with Demon Slayer is probably the villains. They are not that interesting to me. They have some cool designs, but yeah, nobody who sticks out that much. Even the main villain, I've kind of like, you don't know a lot about him. You only see him at the end, I think. I mean, if you go after that logic, what is it called? Solo Leveling 2 also has great animations, right? But I despise the story. Like, I hate the idea of Solo Leveling with how only the main character is important for the show. I mean, it works if you like the main character, but if you don't, there's no reason to watch that show. And I don't like the main character. I think he's just a power fantasy of the mangaka or manhwa writer. I've heard that Solo Leveling fan base is so toxic. I think that happens with every fan base that gets too hype. JJK is the same, Jujutsu Kaisen. My Heroes fanbase also was really toxic. I think it's a bit like a generational thing also. Like with TikTok and everything. It sounds a bit like some old dude, like a boomer, but when I started watching anime, I was really young and I watched it on the TV. Like, not a lot of people watched actually anime. Like, you had your friends. If you are lucky, you had some friends who also watched it, and you are just like talking about it, and that's it. Right now, it's more like you watch a show and you are making it part of your like personality. Like, you watch a show and there's a character you really like, and you have to say like how great this show is because you like it, you are also great, and if you don't like it, you are bad. Like, this show is objectively good. Like, they're trying to compete with each other. They're also saying like, oh, my show is better than that show and so on. It's also a bit like with One Piece because it's so long already that also some toxic fans are getting into that one. I think it's not that bad like with Jujutsu Kaisen. Attack on Titan also has a really, really toxic fan base, I feel like. But yeah, I think it's just like a modern thing. As soon as an anime gets like a really big hype movement, it attracts some really, maybe not bad people, but although yeah, I can just say bad people, like who put too much of the person or connect too much of the personality with a show. I'm actually wondering, now that I say all this, why this didn't happen with Demon Slayer. I think it's also a bit the kind of story it tells, the kind of character you depict. Because shows like Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Solo Leveling, they have really edgy characters, obviously, like the aura farmers, the cool guys, the invincible guys, like the super strong guys, the beautiful models, and so on. And some people apply these to themselves or connect themselves to those kind of people and want to be like them, and it goes into this whole like maybe also alpha mentality and stuff like this. And Demon Slayer doesn't really have this. Nobody in Demon Slayer is like an aura farmer or something. The characters are actually all kinda comedical almost. Only in fights it becomes serious, but it comes like an honest serious. It's never like edgy. Like Demon Slayer is not at all edgy, I would say. It's very emotional, more like One Piece, I would say. People like Akaza more than their main protagonists. I think that's completely normal. Like in most shows, the most liked character is actually not the main protagonist, I would say. It may change over time, but I think very few people like, for example, Naruto the most in Naruto actually. Or very few people like Yuji most in JJK. In JJK it's very clearly it's Gojo. Everybody loves Gojo in JJK. Gojo is the whole reason why the anime got this hype, I'm pretty sure. And the thing with Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, similar to My Hero Academia, Tanjiro is just a very, very nice guy. And he's not edgy at all. And I think a lot of people want the edgy characters. And Akaza is the evil guy. So therefore he's kinda edgy. Like it's not like he's over edgy like some other characters, but he's the evil, bad, powerful guy. He has a very good backstory though. So if you like him for that, all power to you. But if you strip that away from him, he's just a villain. Like, that's kinda it. But have you seen Demon Slayer, or why do you know this stuff? Or are you just like, did you hear this somewhere? Or did you read this somewhere? Instagram, okay, see. Yeah, that's what I mean with like Instagram, TikTok and so on. People are making like almost like tributes and hype montages of characters and so on. Like, and there's nothing really wrong with it. But it can create, I feel like, an image, or like you're creating something, like a connection to something, and if somebody doesn't like it, you personally feel attacked. Like, I have this guy up here, Itachi from Naruto, and I have him in my profile picture. Like, he's my favorite character, and fictional character of all time. If somebody doesn't like him, obviously I will be like, hey, what the fuck? But I'm not like, oh my god, he attacked me personally, like he's a bad person or something. It's like he has a different opinion. Like, I don't have to share it, but if he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it. Like, it's like just taste. I don't have to like his opinion, obviously, but I don't have to make like a tirade about it, like how he's wrong or something. Although I would probably do it maybe if they are talking too much shit about him. But this effect is too strong, so I wouldn't include this in the game. This one you have. This one we have. This one we have. This one we have. Where are you from? Germany. So that's why I have this strong accent. Where are you from? If you want to share, of course. You don't have to. Yeah, I realized that. I'm from Pakistan. Oh, okay, that's far away. Isn't it like already like 1 o'clock at your place? Or even later? $2:30 a.m. Okay, you're staying up late. Can you not sleep or? Or do you prefer to stay up late? I guess maybe because of university and so on. I also have a friend who has to stay up late. I'm about to. Okay. Well, then I'm happy that I can accompany you before you go to sleep. This attack actually looks interesting, but it's also a bit strong. But I like the idea. I think it's like you want to be slower to make this attack work. This also means you will never use this attack in the late game when you are always faster. We're talking to you. Thanks. I'm also having fun. Like, I like to share not only opinions, but in general, like my thoughts with people who are interested in the same stuff. I think I actually will take this attack. Yeah. Attack increase if hit before placeholder. I really want to travel to your country, Germany, for vacation or for staying. I mean, both is. Although I think I would prefer. Actually, I don't know what I would prefer. Like, what are you interested in? Like, I mean, it's a cool country, I guess. I'm living here. I was born here. But I also don't know how it's in Pakistan, so you have to tell me. I would prefer to do my masters from there. Well, you can, right? Or do you need some special permission? I don't know how this actually works. this one. Take you there. I mean, because Germany offers free education for the universities, but because of this, Indians are taking advantage of making the country better. I don't want to be that guy, so let's see what happens. I mean, I wouldn't generalize too much. If you're interested to come, I mean, you want to learn, right? And free education from a guy who did have free education should be, if possible, allowed everywhere, right? So I wouldn't see a reason not to come if you can come. I mean, my parents themselves were also immigrants. Like, I'm not like a German by blood, if you would say it like this. My parents came from Russia, like, what was it? Like 35 years ago, like before I was even born. They just applied. I'm very interested in your history. Do you mean Germany's history or my personal history? Because Germany's history, this sounds a bit sketch. We all know what happened back then. Or at least most people should know what happened back then. I mean, country's history. Really? Okay, I mean, being interested and having the same opinion are two different things, but as long as you're just trying to educate, I think that's fine. But yeah, we get in school you only learn about Second World War for probably like 2 or 3 years. It's very important in German education to learn about what happened, to not repeat it, obviously. We have this. User takes sending a frightful amount of small ghosts at opposing Pokemon. What does this mean? I'm not a fan of that guy, but I want to travel to that place like Normandy, which is France, a beautiful place, Auschwitz, Cambridge, and Poland, Germany. Ah, okay. Yeah, I have heard this from some people, that they are interested to visit those places. We also went several times there with school. It can be a really grounding experience, I would say, like if you are there and if you think about it. But I think it's different for everybody. Okay, I don't know what this attack really does. I crit. We have this. We don't have gender in the game, so this wouldn't work. We have types, but this doesn't really work unless... No. Maybe something like... a double effectiveness, like the attack is also effective against like 2 types. This could be interesting. I was watching a documentary in Berlin, like how Russia and USA broke into half and how it became one again. Yeah, I guess you mean the whole Berlin Wall, yeah, or West and East Germany in general thing. I mean, that's interesting. Yeah. I don't really know. I guess, yeah, you can learn something about it. It's actually crazy how Germany, after all this, got reunited again, and both USA, Russia, and I think there were some more countries. I think UK and France maybe also had some territories. And everybody kind of just said, okay, you can do your own thing again. It's not like self-explanatory. That's actually pretty crazy that all worked out how it did. I mean, I guess it kind of was the foundation for the whole conflict we right now have with the whole East versus West, but I don't want to go into politics. Do you like movies? I mean, there are interesting movies. I'm not like watching a lot of them. I'm mostly really only into anime, so also anime movies mostly. I can't even remember what the last movie was I saw without or with actors. Yeah, it's been so long, I really don't remember. Like, I like some Quentin Tarantino movies, Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Basterds is cool, Kill Bill was fine, Django Unchained was cool. I think these are all I've... Once Upon a Time in Hollywood I also liked. I mean, all the movies back then you saw as a kid. I obviously saw like Harry Potter, Star Wars, all that stuff. I didn't see Lord of the Rings though. I never got into that. Actually, let's try that one out. Physical effectiveness bonus. This doesn't need a chance. Genres about World War II. I've watched Saving Private Ryan, Inglourious Basterds, Schindler's List, Pianist, Stalingrad, Dunkirk, and many more. I have seen Inglourious Basterds. I think I have seen Private Ryan, but I can't remember that well. Schindler's List I haven't seen. I heard that should be really, really sad. I mean, as I said, I'm more into like uplifting stuff than stuff that makes you sad, so I'm not really interested in watching those. I think it's effectiveness with 2. Wait, actually, is it? Do you like MCU? Not really. I never really got into it. I think the problem is, and that sounds maybe a bit arrogant, but I don't think the superheroes in the movies are that cool. Like, I think Spider-Man is cool. Batman is DC, I know, but he is kind of cool, but then everybody else is kind of like Iron Man. I think is super boring. It's just a dude with a rich dude with a suit that can shoot laser beams, and he's smart, and yeah. Then what do you have? Thor is just a dude with a hammer and lightning. And the other ones I already don't remember. Like Deadpool is funny, at least, this one I saw. But yeah, I never got into like Avengers stuff like this. I don't really feel those. But I can see how people really get into them. I can totally see how people say exactly the same stuff about anime, like they think anime is like childish or boring or whatever, so it's just a preference of taste again. Which is funny because My Hero Academia is exactly about like heroes, but like so for some reason I feel it's made so much better. Like the characters, even though most of them don't have that interesting powers as well, or maybe not that strong powers, they do have like an interesting character at least. Like if I watch the MCU, I kinda can't really, I don't feel anything for anybody. Yeah, I used to think the same, but after watching anime, I kind of fell in love. That's great to hear. In general, like back then, people were bullied when they were watching anime in the West, and now it's become more common and even, like, as I said, hyped and normalized, which also maybe caused this more toxic fan base to be allowed. But maybe they already existed back then. Maybe it's just a feeling I have. Maybe I just didn't. Maybe it's just the online thing also, because everything is online and connected and so fast. Again, it sounds really boomer-like, but it's easier to shit talk somebody if you can do it like in a second and you don't have any repercussions and stuff like this. It's like this. It's the same like when you're playing a video game online and you shit talk somebody, right? Like there's no real consequences until you really overdo it. Like you write some really bad stuff or you say some really bad stuff. But other than that, like that's why keyboard warriors exists, right? That's the definition of somebody who just provokes people. I think provoking is also a good term, like, or good topic. A lot of people like to provoke for some reason, to be power or something, maybe, over another person. We do not have weight. We have this already. Oh, okay, this one is interesting. If the attack misses, the user loses HP. I never got this effect. This is obviously like a way to balance something that's too strong otherwise. I mean, 120 is a lot for Pokemon attack. But I don't think it's a really interesting way to balance it. I don't think I will include this. Always goes first, lowers the target's attack. You have both of those. Use damage from physical attacks. It could be something like reduces damage you take from types. Yeah, thanks. Was also nice talking to you. Hope you have a great sleep, and hope you have a good watch. Maybe we see each other again. And thanks for dropping by. And the follow-up, of course. Thanks. Have a good one. Reduce damage. Ah, yeah, right. Okay, so reduces damage taken. Oh yeah, sure. To stream daily. I love talking about animes. Yep, I stream every day. I would say I'm streaming between 6 and 9 Central European time. And then mostly for 2 to 3, 4 hours, something like this. So, about like today, most of the time. But yeah, if you find the time, drop by. We can talk again. If not, also completely fine. Use damage from physically. Yeah. We say something like reduce damage from this type. Bye. If we say... Is this broken? What's the difference to just increasing your defense? Yeah, I don't see a reason for this to exist. You can just increase your defense. Protects the user and poisons opponent on contact. That's just 2 effects that we have. Oh, okay. Interesting. May poison opponents, inflicts double damage if the target is already poisoned. That's what I have in the poison effect already. So you get double damage from nature attacks. We have this one. We have this one. User switches out and gives stat changes to incoming Pokemon. We don't have switch mechanics. But is there anything similar? I mean, we have already switch. So we can use that one, like switching stats. User first heats up its beak and then it attacks the target, making direct contact with Pokemon while it's heating up. Its beak results in a burn. Okay, it's just burn. Each Pokemon uses party attacks. Oh, that's interesting. Like an accumulation of all teammates, like a team attack. That's actually an interesting concept in general. Because I think it does neither, because it's just a cool concept. Like the idea of everybody fighting together. The problem is, how would this look like? Like you would play the animation of each character. The specific characters would have to be in the party. You could make it generic, like they just always use a specific animation. Also, the character combinations are not that many. It's always Hero and Ken plus one more character from the world, so it's only 8 combinations. Like an all-out attack from Persona. It could be like this. You know what? Let's try it. All out. Let's call it team attack. Team attack. All teammates attack together. Placeholder. Do I need the notes for this one? Yeah, maybe something like, whoops. Something like, it's take that of each team member together, something like this. Okay, Dynamaxed. We don't have that. Again, we must have consumed a berry. We don't have held items. We do have usable items though. What about something like attack deals more damage if an item was used? Like a recycle move. Let's be more specific. Item used boost. Placeholder. You know what? Go to the toilet real quick. Okay. Let's continue. I want to get at least through all the attacks that start with B. Let's finish this one up first, though. Plus X% damage. The item was used. That one's just 100%. That doesn't need a chance to miss. Okay. User loses 50% of its max HP, but attack raises to maximum. We do have life cost. So this should work. Give the user's held item to the target. I was thinking about you're throwing your item at the enemy, but that opens a whole can of worms. Like you would have to balance each item and so on. I don't want to go that way. User takes damage for 2 turns that strikes back double. Bite deals self-damage? Really? How would this work? Something like... It's a bit like counter though. I don't like this one. Perhaps opponent damaging them for 4 to 5 turns. That's basically burn. Plus no flee. May cause flinching. Use recover half the HP on opponent. Let's absorb. Lowers opponent attack. Z move. User must recharge next turn. We have cooldown, we have this one, high critical hit ratio, may burn opponents. We have those, may burn the opponent, may lower opponent's speed. We have that, may freeze, cannot flee or switch, cannot be used twice in a row. Interesting. But that's just a cooldown, right? That means if this attack has a cooldown of 1, this already doesn't make sense. The only way to use it again would be if another character would reduce the cooldown after using it. Which is a really specific setup. It's interesting, but this is basically solved by the cooldown system. It's only interesting for attacks with 0 cooldown. But why would I give them this skill if I just can give it 1 cooldown? So I don't see a reason to make this, to use this. Maybe an opponent. The higher the user's defense, the stronger the attack. Oh, that one's interesting. Do they explain how it works? Like mathematically? They don't. Unless I don't see it. This one could be interesting. Let me search up how this works mathematically. Pokemon body press. Okay, body press extension, but it uses the user's defense stat instead of its attack stat to carry damage. Okay, so they just use the defense stat for the attack instead of the attack stat. I think that's really interesting. Is there anything similar? We have stat switch, which is a debuff though. Oh, could be considered a buff. I think I will add this. Defense stat attack uses the defense stat for damage calculation. This also gives me the idea of uses the stat of a teammate or uses the stat of an opponent or something like this, but I think that might be a bit too much. I like that idea. Paralyze. We have this one, may paralyze, flinch. It's twice in one turn. What's the reason for this move to exist? Can it miss? Is that the idea? Because then it's like multi-hit, right? I don't remember how it's with crits. Like when you crit once. Can you crit again automatically, or is it like 2 crit checks? Wait, what did I want to check right now? Ah, right, I wanted to check this. Yep, all fine, all good. Oops. It's all adjacent Pokemon. Oh god. This would include some logic on the positioning of the enemies. I don't want to mingle with that. Springs up on first turn, attacks on second, may press and like fly. You would have to introduce like a non-targetable stage. I also don't really like those attacks. It's a bit like cooldown, but you're invincible. You can dodge stuff. Nah. I know Final Fantasy has stuff like this. I think the Dragonlance thingy stuffs do this, but I don't. I think it's too similar to the cooldown system. After HP figured on opponent. Let's just absorb. Recoil damage, that's just life cost. That's similar enough to life cost. Hits multiple opponents and lowers the attack. We have both of those, breakthrough, reflect, and light screen barriers. That's barrier break, we have this. There, barrier break, yeah. Power doubles if HP is less than 50%. Interesting. But also broken. So this is a 110 move below 50%. That seems like an overkill, right? When would this even be useful? It's for boss fights only, right? And really broken for boss fights. You will have it harder at the beginning. Actually, let's say you have an attack that deals 30 damage. And with this effect, it deals 60 damage afterwards. Why not just take a 60 damage attack? So the only reasoning would be, oh, this is, yeah, like a 65 damage. But it gets a 110 damage attack. Why not take a 110 damage attack? Because I don't have one. Well, you will get one. So there's no reason for this attack to exist. Yeah. I think there may be something interesting, but I'm kind of... just add it and then maybe not implement it. Let's add it. Fuck it. Enemy health. Oh, I think the other way around would be more interesting. You deal more damage. If your health is low, enemy health based damage placeholder. Increases attack by X% if the enemy's HP is lower than X. Let's get you here. I think there's actually no reason for this to be low. This makes even less sense. Yeah. Let's do like this. But the other way around is more interesting. Character. Base damage. Increases. This is just copy it. If the user's HP is lower than X HP. This could also be an ability. But no reason to put on an attack. Actually, maybe like this one should be low. Yeah. Let's call it user. User health based damage. Where were we? Yeah, this one. The user swings its body around violently to inflict damage on everything in its vicinity. It's just on all targets. Oh, actually, it's like explosion, maybe? Speed reduction, restriction from opponents. Health berry. Opponents, could they have items? No. Opponents are not bound to the 4 attacks. Opponents can have infinite attacks, so each item could just be an attack. Unless I want them to have an attack that they cannot use infinitely, so you can kinda stall them out of an item or something. Which could be interesting, now that I think about it. But stalling out, I mean, yeah, it's a strategy. But I would rather it be just an attack. Like you're playing around the cooldowns. Yeah, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this, we have this. The user will no longer be a fire type. Interesting. Well, this doesn't really work. Because the characters are all neutral type. Neutral type is the weakest type. It would only work for an elemental party member. I think changing your type is more interesting. Like permanently. Well, I mean, this is changing your type, but saying like, I am fire now or something. The user itself is doing it though by changing forms. For the enemy, it could be interesting. Yeah, let's add it. Change element placeholder. Changes the user's element to element X. I think this one has to stay X. I mean, I can just like write like any type, but I don't know what it will become, right? Change type, placeholder. It's the same, just with type. type X. That can be interesting, yeah. Nothing hits all opponents and burns any that have had that. That's boosted. Interesting. So, if the opponent has buffs, you can give him like a debuff. That's just like a convoluted balancing thing, though. I feel like it's like a 100% burn, but the opponent needs to have a buff. So if you have a 100% burn, you can just use that one. Obviously, it might be stronger or something like this, but yeah, it seems like a convoluted balancing. Okay, we are at C. We are not even close to done. We have 2 letters of the alphabet, but the question is how many new ones we will even see. We should theoretically get exponentially faster through this. So let's stop for today and continue tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for dropping by and hopefully see you guys tomorrow. See ya.